Welcome to the 5-Minute Legal Master Series, where expert attorneys help you master important legal topics. Today, board-certified creditors' rights attorney Nicholas D. Krawec discusses depositions.
Hello. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about depositions. You've probably heard of them. Depositions are a method of pretrial discovery whereby the parties to contested litigation take the sworn testimony of the opposing party or the opposing party's witnesses to determine what evidence or facts the other side will have in support of their claim or defense at trial, or to avoid being ambushed or surprised at trial, and to help evaluate the credibility of and the extent of knowledge of the opposing party's witnesses about the facts that are in controversy. Or it can be used to set the case up for a motion for summary judgment in an effort to avoid the need for a trial if the pleading that was filed appears to be either an answer that was filed merely for the purpose of delay by the defendant, which is particularly prevalent in debt collection litigation, or, in the case of a complaint, it fails to set forth a valid cause of action against the other party. Depositions may also be used by the defendant if he believes that the complaint does not set forth a valid cause of action, and many creditors don't necessarily appreciate that fact. However, a major use of a deposition is to lock in the testimony of the defendant and/or the defendant's witnesses, which can be especially helpful if the defendant or its witnesses have been prone to changing their stories or changing the facts. It's also important to keep in mind that in addition to taking the deposition of parties to the case, third-party witnesses can be subpoenaed to testify at a deposition. Third-party witnesses who have knowledge of the facts of the case, but who don't have a stake in its outcome or a particular bias for or against one party or the other, can be a valuable source of evidence in support of one's case. Creditors and their witnesses also must be prepared to support discovery by providing the necessary witnesses to be deposed and disclosing to their counsel documentation on which the creditor's claim is based. Now, when taking the deposition of the opposing party, it's very important to have a strategy going into the deposition. Otherwise, the deposition will be a waste of time and money and will involve aimless questions. In developing that strategy, it's important for the client to share the detailed factual history of the case with its counsel, because those facts can be used to tailor deposition questions to possibly set the case up for a motion for summary judgment, or at the very least, limit the issues in controversy for trial. Now, in sharing the factual history with counsel, you as the client or creditor should identify who at the opposing party you believe has the most knowledge of the facts of the case, because you can specify that representative as the person that you want to depose. Be sure to share all documentation involving the claim with your counsel, especially any documentation prepared by the other party which could contain some valuable admissions by the other party. The deposition process can then be used to have the opposing party or its witness authenticate certain documents pertinent to the case. Authentication of documents can limit the facts in dispute and at least simplify the issues for trial, if not set the case up for a dispositive motion like summary judgment. A well-focused deposition can be a valuable tool for either simplifying the issues for trial or for eliciting testimony and evidence that could even avoid the need for a trial by either setting the case up for summary judgment, demonstrating to the opposing party the benefits of an amicable settlement due to the weakness of their position. What I hope you can take away from this video is that a deposition can be a very valuable tool and one that should not be overlooked during the litigation process. Thank you.
This has been another installment of the 5-Minute Legal Master Series, where expert attorneys help you master important legal topics. For more information on this and other topics, please visit 5minutelegalmaster.com.